Hi guys, welcome back here to Income Grinders. My name is Eric and it's time for another monthly income report for the month of April this time. So without any further ado, let's just get started with the report. And this is the same slide as usually, just explain the background about what kind of websites and web services I'm running on my side hustle here. And it's no big changes for a long time. So I have about 140 small niched websites, web services that are monetized using ads, and about 16 buyer's guide websites monetized using affiliate links. And as you may know already, I had to restart all my efforts online around 2015 when all my Google AdSense accounts and websites crashed more or less, so all the revenue were zeroed out more or less, and many websites were de-indexed. So let's get started and take a look at April 2022. So April was a really good month, and the cash flow has been increasing, which is really good since I always want to earn a bit more than I did the previous year. So I'm comparing and sort of competing with myself in that sense. And a lot of the reasons for that is probably that the budgets for companies within pay-per-click ads have increased now that we're getting into Q2. And compared to last year in April, I have an increase about 4.8% in income from my various websites. The affiliate commissions are still very low compared to last year, so basically the ads are saving my income still, which I've concluded that the reason for this is increased competition here in Sweden when it comes to creating simple affiliate websites. So more and more people are picking up how fairly easy it is to generate a side income using blogs and whatnot in order to get affiliate commissions. And I also lost my wife, like I said, lost monthly income report. My sort of wife metric dropped down below 100% and it hasn't still been found. And more about that later on. So wife is just a metric indicating when my estimated yearly income from this side hustle is, or actually the profit from my side hustle is more than the income I get in my other company where I work as a consultant. So currently it's about 99%, this metric. So let's do a breakdown about the revenue for April. So total income for April was $14,896. And as you can see, the bulk of the income is from display ads, like eSoc and Google AdSense, about 13,500. And the rest is divided between some affiliate income and some other income sources. And actually, during April, I had lots of new income from my other really hobby enthusiastic income stream, namely breeding geckos and selling them. It's more like a fun thing, but it's sort of an indication that you can make almost any interest into a side hustle income. And the cost for running my business or this side hustle is for April $1,333. It's a bit difficult to pronounce for me. And that leaves a profit of 13,563 for, should we say April? I forgot to update that. For April, and then after the taxes that we have here in Sweden, which is about 20% if you have an LLC, and after taxing that, I'm free to invest or to extract that money to me as a private person. So the amount remaining from April to be invested or paid out as dividends to myself is about $10,000. And so what's been going on during April, I've been working full time as usual, and what's been taking up most of my sort of spare time, where I usually can put some effort into my side hustle, has been having two kids having birthdays in April. So I've put together at least, if that's enough, 4 separate birthday celebrations with relatives and friends, and we had to divide the parties in chunks because lack of space and stuff like that. And the very little, if any, time I have left that I've spent on the side hustle is to write some AI content on my sort of Clone Wars websites, meaning my websites that I'm sort of cloning from proven concepts, and I want to build redundancy in the Google search for that to increase and keep traffic and income. So in that sense, April was a very, very passive income month. I usually try not to call my income passive income because it's lots of work behind it. But since I didn't work anything on my side hustle more or less during April, it felt like very nice passive income just sipping in every day. So, like I said, also we went to a Reptile Expo in southern Sweden where we sold off like, I don't know, 18 or 20 of our juvenile reptiles. It's a reptile called crested gecko. You can see the male that we reinvested this money into in the image here. A very specific kind of version of the crested gecko reptile called a lily white from UK actually. And the goal is to breed on this specific crested gecko in order to get more high-end offsprings, which can be sold and kept, of course, if we want to keep them for a higher price. Since it costs the same to keep and breed, the more higher-end reptiles you breed, the more income you'll get for the same effort. So yeah, so like I said in the previous video, I lost my wife, at least the 100% wife I had have been having most of the time a few months back. And the reason behind that is that the fixed cost for running my side hustle has increased. Domain cost is going up and the hosting is going up in cost. And the other dimension of this is that I managed to negotiate an increase in my hourly rate as I get when I work as a consultant. So since all those are related into calculating my wife metric, that's why the main reason why I lost it. So this means I need to increase my income in order to get back to 100% wife, which I'm hoping to be able to do. So let's take a quick look at the Google Sheets. There's nothing new here. Every day I fill in yesterday's income. So this is April, and I summarize it here and calculate like the yearly estimated profit based on 6 months here, for example, or based on 12 months. We can see the latest calculation means that if I look at 12 months history, I will make a profit of, can take it in US dollars instead. I will make a profit of, you see here, it's in, no, probably you won't see because I'm in the way. You can see here still the estimated yearly profit based on 12 months income in the side hustle is 154 or 55,000 US dollars. And the sort of baseline for being 100% wife is $156,481,000. And yeah, so that's the Google Sheets. Basically, every day I fill in the income and some calculations are done. And if we look at the projections, we can see here, like when I did lots of updates here at the end on the fixed costs. I'm not sure if you can see it. Yeah, you can. And all the sort of estimated yearly profits went down. But you can see in the blue line here, things are moving upwards again. And even in the yellow one, which is the yearly estimated stuff, it's also starting to go back upwards to the green line, which is the metric for 100% wife. So things are positive at least. And you can see here, like from last of April, I have a 99.05 percentage wife, and the other two, based on 6 and 3 months, are about around 90%. So the goal is for these three bars to all of them be above 100%. That's a strong indication of being more or less financially empowered, meaning that in theory, I would be work independent and can stop working like daytime job and just work with whatever when I feel like it and all that. So we can also take a look at the summary here. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, the total revenue was $14,896, and that's an increase with almost 5%. And it's also interesting to compare. During April, I was able to send out an invoice about $12,400. So actually, for April is the first month this year that my income from the side hustle is more than what I made as a consultant. So let's take a look back here in the presentation and go into what are the plans for May. It's fairly straightforward. It's the same as previous month, basically doing the full-time job. Keep investing every other day, both reinvest my dividends that I get. I will invest the remaining of the profits that I could pay out to myself as a private person, the dividends there, as well as the dividend, as well as the profits kept within my companies. And I also set up a new interesting goal that will be fun to reach, to be able to get stock dividends paid out every possible day for the entire year. So in order to reach that, I will need to buy a very small posts of many stocks. But since I like cash flow, that would be awesome to have a notification on the cell phone every day telling me that I got really passive income from my investments of the money that I have earned from my side hustle. And besides that, I will, if I get some time, I will scale up my AdSense websites using help from AI tools to generate content. Like I said in the previous video, I'm working on this hybrid Wordpress solution where I integrate some of my logic from my previous PHP CMS that I developed and merge that into WordPress and then use AI content generation and mash it up and sort of put content out there. Well, yeah, like you probably noticed, things are moving very slow for me in the amount of hours I can put into my side hustle. So I might start looking into outsourcing again and maybe train one or two students up to use AI tools, and then they could help me to produce content and deploy websites sites much faster. So that's it for April 2022. And if you have any questions, contact me on YouTube by comments or email. And I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.